Hey everybody, it's Jamie. I hope everybody's doing okay today. So, how are y'all doing? I know it's almost the new year and they always say new year, new me, but I say get started immediately. So, I don't do New Year's resolutions. I always say just get started as soon as you think about it, like I just said. Because if I put it off, I ain't going to do it. Um, which the way I am, I may not last very long anyways, but we're going to try for something. I have a couple goals here. So the first goal I have is I want to be closer to God and His Word. So what am I doing to do that? So I'm going to say so a lot apparently. Sorry about that. The first thing, this is going to wait until the first because it's dated. And that is the 365 Days of Prayer, Depression, and Anxiety devotional. So I believe this was right under $10 at Walmart. It will be marked, I believe, $12.99. But if on the shelf, it'll say if it's this price, then it's this price. If it's this price, then it's this price. Because I think they take like 30% off, maybe 25, 30, something like that. So one thing about this though is that I don't know about all devotionals, but every devotional I have found has multiple translations in it. I am mainly a King James Version person. I have read through the Bible fully one time and I'm trying to go through it again, but not as fast. I want to be more comfortable with it, if that makes any sense. But this has multiple translations in NIV, NLT, NKJV, so New King James Version. But it also has the Passion Translation. And from what I understand, the Passion Translation is highly inaccurate. So when you use a devotional, you should always use your Bible along with it. And you should read not only the verse, but the verses before and after. So for instance, if the verse was, I'm just picking something at random, if I can, therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. Then you want to read the one before, wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. And then it goes into that. And then you want to try to read after. If you can, read the whole chapter, obviously. But I do that because a verse can be misinterpreted when you only read that one verse. They can come out I say on a lot. I'm so sorry. It's because I'm not used to being on camera. It can come out a totally different. And so another thing I'm doing to go along with that is I am reading one. I want at least one, but I try for at least two every day of my Bible. So because I was reading like at least 5 a day, and I just felt like I was rushing too much and I wasn't getting it done fast enough. So that's why I've slowed down on it. And along with that, I have a journal, which I like tea. I mean, come on. If you know me, you know I like tea. So spill the tea. And so I just started this yesterday, where I got this idea from a lady I found who she finds a verse and that sticks out to her, and then she will doodle and draw. I don't do the doodling and drawing. I just write it down. And it's supposed to be a way to maybe help you remember it a little better. So I might make shorts to go along with that every day. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. So there's that. And then my other goal is to not complete, but be more organized with my cooking recipes, which I already started this about a month ago. I have a binder, And so I am going to decorate it as I go, maybe do some colored pages to go in it. So I got some sheet protectors, and I kept this one to tell me which kind I got. So I got the heavy duty. And the reason I did that is I'm going to be cooking around this. Things are going to spill, so on and so forth. So the first thing I did was I looked online and I made a conversion intent chart. And this will just help me remember certain things, like 4 quarts is 16 tablespoons. And yeah, 4 quarts is 2 pints, which is 2 cups, and 16 tablespoons. No, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. That 1 gallon is 4 quarts, 8 pints, 16 cups, 128 fluid ounces, 3.8 liters, for instance, you know, and that's for the liquid conversions. And then I don't like to do breakfast, lunch, dinner, sides, and desserts. I like to do meals, sides, desserts, and then every day. And the reason I do that is it just makes more sense to my head. So, and I also like to separate according to what I cook with. So if I cook with the slow cooker or the Instant Pot, that's the way you cook it, then that's how I'm going to want to separate it. I do not have these tabbed yet, but just playing a game. For instance, I found a 20-year-old recipe, which I thought I had lost. It was from Shoujo Beat magazine. I don't remember the year. And Shoujo Beat magazine was a anime and manga magazine from Viz Media back a while back. I think it's only digital now. I gave all of my copies away, but apparently I was smart enough to write down the recipes I wanted, and I recently found the folder with them in it, funny enough. So this is the hibiscus syrup recipe. You might think, oh, Jamie, you can find hibiscus syrup anywhere. Not like this. I have not been able to find this particular balance of the tea, water, and syrup. I don't know why I couldn't find it, but it would not come out the same. But anyways, it's got basic recipes. There are some recipes I want to try, and I wrote down that I wanted to try it. You can go as far as saying where you got these from, whose favorite it is, if anybody dislikes it, so you know to only make it when maybe they're out of town, things like that. Or this is y'all's birthday tradition, you know, so on and so forth. But yeah, I really want to kind of get more into it. There are some recipes in here, but there's also, I had pre-bought a bunch of these sheet protectors too. But yeah, anybody can do this, not just me. I just thought about something that I would like to have that's personalized for me, that if they want, my kids can have it. So one of the other things is I want to get back to reading, and this is my Kindle. As you can see, Doctor Who's in his TARDIS flying around. Anyways, so right now, let me bring it up. I am reading Calling Evil Good, The Lie of Christian Rock and Roll by Spencer Smith. He is a missionary that has a YouTube video here. Or not YouTube video, YouTube channels. He's got lots of YouTube videos. And he has another book that just came out, but I haven't read it yet. I haven't started it yet. So I'm like 70% through this one. And it's very interesting. I would suggest that anybody who listens to Christian music or wants to know what the big deal is about Christian music, read this. I also think that if you maybe, for instance, Alice Cooper's a Christian and Beyonce Knowles is a Christian, I suggest you read this. So I got this idea from the Frugal Money Saver on YouTube. She explained how she uses her planner. And so I found this on sale. It is a Happy Planner, which is a disc-based system. So instead of rings, you have discs, and everything in here can easily be added or taken out. And but if you want to add something that has that is not from their stuff, you are going to need a hole punch. These are a little bit explode. So the sale went on, and for the price of the planner, I got a planner and a notebook. And you might, by the way, I did not buy this for what was on the cover. I bought it because it was purple and it was on sale. Anyways, so what I am doing, which I have to be careful with what I show, is on the, I haven't filled it out much yet because it's supposed to be the first week of January. So the top is going to be where, like, things I need to remember, my work my work schedule. If we have things where we got to be, like maybe doctor's appointments. And then the second one is the dinner I have planned, and then maybe things I want to add to the shopping list or things I need to remember about meals. And then the last one is things I need to do, which I haven't added much yet. I was just getting it started. And with that extra notebook, I'm using the pages because, yes, even though the notebook is considered a classic size and this is a big size, the pages will still fit. And that's one of the things I like. So I was able to add it in and have a habit tracker. And so on the habit tracker, I do have things like taking my meds, doing my devotional, which hasn't started yet, my Bible study. I need to remember to pray. I have a terrible habit of not praying, and I'm trying to get better at that. So I started that recently, which that is something else I want to do. I'm thinking about, I don't know if it'll work out or not. I'd like to start doing a thing where we pray for people, or I pray for people, even if it's just YouTubers. Because we all need prayer, no matter who you are. We all need prayer. But anyway, so, and then I've got like to remember to do like my stepper, because I have a stepper machine and things like that. And then I cannot show you this next page either, but it is another notebook page. And I use it for my logging of my money spending on my card. So for my groceries and my gas and tithing, I use cash, obviously. And I do that to keep me from spending too much, because we're trying to get out of debt, which I think most of us are right now. So let's say, because I paid cash for this, but let's say I paid the $9.49. I think that's how much it was. I'm just guessing. I paid for that, and it came up to $10. Okay, so when I write that down for my account log, because we're pretending I'm using my card, instead of saying 10, 20, or whatever, I go ahead and I put $11. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm rounding to the next dollar. So everything that gets taken out, round to the next dollar, is so that if anything happens, something maybe I didn't calculate, like an unexpected, what do you call it? I know this. Like a digital bill? Is that, I know this. I don't remember what it's called right now. But let's say something hits, I had just forgot about it, like Netflix. I don't have Netflix, but let's just say that. And I wasn't prepared for it. Well, because I rounded to the next, I'm less likely to go in the negative if I get too close. So, and then whatever doesn't get used the next time I get paid goes into savings, unless it's something I need, like right now. But when it comes to depositing, anything that's deposited is going to be rounded to the dollar before. So if I got paid $558.28, it's going to go to $558 even. And that I do that just so I can stay ahead. All right. So that is all I got for you right now. I feel like I talked really, really fast and made absolutely no sense, but hopefully I did. And if you would like to share with me what you're doing, do you have New Year's resolutions, or are you starting now? Have you already started? What would you like to do? Is there anything going on right now, or something that maybe you want to try? Anyways, let me know, and I hope to see y'all soon. Bye.